Hey guys, today we are going to do a quick review on the new keyboard from Redragon. It is called the Vata Mechanical Gaming Keyboard. The model number is K580. It is a full RGB backlit keyboard. So let's go ahead and get that review started. The items that came inside the box though do include a switch, or excuse me, a keycap puller, a switch puller, so that if you want to switch them out, you can. It does come with a thank you for purchasing our product letter from Redragon. It does come with the instruction booklet. It's only about 6 or 7 pages that are in English. I would suggest reading it, or at least glancing through it anyways. It does tell you how to do the different modes and backlight settings. It shows you how to do the macro settings for the keys, and it also gives you a description of all of the function keys. So my suggestion is to at least glance over the book. I know we don't like to read instruction booklets, but it's probably a good idea with this. And the last thing in the box is some additional switches, and inside you will see 2 blues, 2 reds, 2 browns, and 2 blacks. So as we know, the blues are the ones that are already in the keyboard. And we have some reds, like I said, some browns, and some blacks. I guess they want you to try them out and see if you like, or so you can see which ones you like better. See if you want to stay with the blues, or if you like the other colors. And then you can order more of one specific. And ABS plastic. The aluminum is on the front here for the top plate, and the plastic is on the back. I'll flip it over for you. Okay, plastic here. It does have 4 non-skid pads. It also has the 2 legs that flip up, help rise the back of the keyboard up. On the bottom of the feet, it does have rubber non-skid pads as well. Okay. And the keyboard does come with approximately about a 6-foot cable. Unfortunately, it is not braided. It's just rubber coated. But it does come with a, see if I can get it up there, a gold plated USB connector. Okay. Keyboard does have double injected keycaps. They say that they won't fade over time, so that's good. This keyboard is supposed to be 100% waterproof and dustproof. Now, I wouldn't suggest go dunking it into a bucket full of water, but if you do spill something on it, just wipe it off, let it dry. Should be good to go. This keyboard does have 5 dedicated macro keys. I will show you how to set that up later. And it does have 12 dedicated media keys. We've got 8 of them here on the F keys, and then some up here at the top. This is a volume scroll wheel, but it also does have another function that I will show you later. This keyboard does come with blue switches made by Outemu. It's Outemu. I'm not 100% sure on how you pronounce that. The keys are supposed to be Cherry MX Blue clones. Not as good of quality though. They do have a total travel of 4 millimeters And the actuation is about 0.2 millimeters. I mean, it's pretty quick. And it takes about 60 grams of force to complete the actuation. Alright, let's go ahead and do a quick sound test so you guys can hear what they sound like, because they are kind of loud. So if you have a neighbor in a cubicle next to you, you may annoy them, and when it comes to a gaming session, they might be a little bit loud. The K580 has 6 backlight themes and 18 backlight modes. Plus it gives you the ability to light each key individually to whatever color that you want. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and show you some of the different settings. So on the first one here, you're going to have function insert. You have, let's see, let's go to gradient. That is a gradient. We have breathing, and we have just a steady color. Now with the function and the right arrow key here, you can change the colors just by pressing to the right. White, and then back to the rainbow, and back home to red. Alright, so the next one is going to be the home key. You're going to function home. This is called water drop, and it's as you type, it does that. The next one is going to be step following. So all it does is highlight the key that you type. That's it. The next one is called diffusion line, and it just lights up the whole row as you hit a key. And now we're on the page up. That one is called the wave. Again, you can change the colors to whichever color you choose, which is kind of cool. Alright, and then we'll go to the next one, which is the hurricane. So it kind of comes in, circles around in that area, and then we have the digital rain. So again, change the colors. Now with the up and down keys, you can change the brightness levels. Now if you can look up here, when I hit the up key, it flashes the 4 lights. That means it's at the highest level. And if I go down, flashes, that means it's at the lowest. Okay. Okay, the next one we're going to do is the function delete. And this is called the wave. Oh no, I'm sorry. That one's called across. And on this one, if you noticed, it's going from the left to the right. You can change the direction with the arrow key here. Boom, now it's going right to left, left to right, right to left. Okay? Some of them you can change the directions, some of them you can't. Again, just like the colors, some of them you can change the colors and some of them you can't. And the next one for delete is called marching. And I'm not sure, let's see, can we change? Yep, we can change the directions on marching. And we can change the colors. Okay, that's a setting. Let's see, the next one is whirlpool. Just kind of goes in a circle. And we can change the directions on that one. And our next one is the N key, and the first one is called Christmas tree. Now this one you cannot change the colors. It's going to be the rainbow. You can change the brightness. Now I did want to show you real quickly, if you press this key right here, it now lets the volume wheel control the brightness level as well. So this is the second function that I was talking about earlier. You can change the function. And again, these lights will flash when you reach the limit of up and down. Okay? And then if you want to just go back to this being the volume control, just click that button and it turns it off. Alright. So this is the Christmas tree setting that we were on. The next one is going to be called Color Dream. And this one you can change the colors on, but you cannot change the directions. You can change the brightness levels. Alright, and the last one for end is called Rolling Rainbow. So this one you cannot change the colors on. Doesn't look like you can change the direction on it either. Alrighty, let's go to page down. This one is called Fury and Passion. Interesting. And we do have color changes, but the direction is going back and forth, so you know there's no direction change. The next one is called Steady, Plus, and Passion. Some of these names, I'm telling you, makes you wonder where they came up with them. But you can change the colors on this one. And the last one on page down is going to be called Expand and Shrink and Passion. And it looks like it's just a rainbow color. Alright, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to set each individual key if you want. So you can have all the lights turned off except for the WASD or the R, the P, the whatever keys that you want, you can have turned on individually. So what you do is you click Function, a little tilde key right here, click that twice, and these lights will start flashing. That means it's in program mode. Now these keys here, or some of the keys, will be lit up. How you get rid of that is you just tap the keys. Okay, so that got rid of all the colors. Now you hit Function, the right arrow key, and you'll see this flashing red, yellow, or orange, excuse me, yellow, green, blue. So that's the color. Say you want blue. So now you're going to just click WASD, okay, RUX, spacebar, whichever keys you want, tab, and then you're going to press Function and tilde again, and it will now lock those keys in. And you can see this is no longer flashing with the 4 lights. So that's it as far as programming individual keys. Another feature of this keyboard is that it has a strip down the side, on both sides, that is RGB lighting. And it does have 5 different modes. And you do that by pressing the Function. It's kind of hard to do like this. Function and the pause key. That will change the mode. There's 5 different. And then if you do the scroll lock, it will change the speed of the mode that has like an action to it. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and look at the macro keys here. There are 5 of them. They are fairly simple to program. And what you do to program it is you just hit record. You hit the, well, first you can see the 4 lights here. If you see these 4 lights, it means the keyboard is in programming mode. Okay. Then you hit record. You hit the key that you want to set the macro to. So in this case, G1. And then you type in what you wanted to do when you hit the key. And then to save it, you just hit record again. So now if you can see, the light here has lit up like the other 2. That means there is a macro saved to it. So if you hit G1, it says what I typed. You can program it to do anything that you would do with keys. Control V, Control P, Control X, just any of them. You can, now to delete a macro key, one individual key, all you do is hit record. The key that you want to delete, hit G1, and then hit record again. Now it's no longer there. So if I hit G1, oops. Now see, actually I'm glad it did this. The default settings for these 5 keys are what these 5 keys are. So because there was no macro recorded to G1, when I hit it, it brought up help, which is what F1 does. Now if you want to completely delete all 5 keys and not do like a reset on the keyboard, all you have to do is press function and hold the record button for about 5 seconds, and you should see the lights go out on the G2 keys and G3 key. So now there are no macros programmed. Like I said, it's really simple. So I mean, again, if you want to set one, hit record, the key that you want, put in what you want it to say or do, and then hit record again. So now when I hit G1, it displays what I typed. To get rid of it individually, just press record, G1, record again, it's gone. Again, remember, if you see these flashing 4 lights, that means that the keyboard is in programming mode. Okay, and the last couple of things as far as the keyboard goes is if you are in a gaming session and you want to not accidentally press the Windows key, there is a lock for that. You just press function and Windows key. So now if I hit this, the Windows key does not come up. If I hit function, Windows key again, the Windows key will show up. Alright, so now I can't close it. There we go. Simple as that. And the last thing is to reset the key back to when you first plug it in out of the box. Excuse me, out of the box. It's real simple actually, and that's going to be one of the topics I discuss on the dislikes. You're going to hit function, print screen, and it goes to that, and that's it. It's reset. So if you had any macros set up, they're gone. Any of your preset colors are gone. If you had individual keys set up, they're gone. Okay. Now this keyboard does have profile settings. You can do 3 of them, but you can only change them and set them up in the software. And I will show that in a later video when I do the review on the software. Okay. Alright, a couple of things I'd like to go over that I didn't care for on the keyboard. They are more preference than anything else, but I wanted to share them with you nonetheless. First item is there are no USB pass-throughs. not necessary, but they would be nice to have. Second item, again, is not necessary, but would be nice, is no braided cable. Braided cables are stronger, more durable, and most manufacturers are going to that now. So that would have been nice to have. The third thing is profile settings. This keyboard offers 3 different profile settings, but you can only change them in the software. There's no way on the keyboard to change the profile settings on the fly. So, you know, that kind of sucks that you got to go into the software every time you want to change to a different profile. And the last thing is when you do the function print screen to reset the keyboard, it's nice that you can have an easy way of resetting the keyboard, but it's also a negative. And what I mean by that is if you're trying to change a setting on the side here and you are going to hit the function scroll lock key and you know, accidentally fat finger it and, you know, hit the print screen, it resets the entire keyboard and you've lost everything. All your macros, your color settings, individual settings, you know, everything's gone. So I would have liked to have seen an not extremely hard way of resetting the keyboard, but, you know, maybe another key needing to be pressed, you know, function control, then print screen, or, you know, something like that. So that way you don't accidentally, you know, press the keys. And I think that's it. I know this video was really long and I do apologize for it, but there was quite a bit to cover. It's one of the reasons why I didn't do the software video or coverage on this video, because it would have really made it long. So until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, my review. If you did, please go ahead and click that like button. It does help the channel. If you didn't, that's fine too. Go ahead and click the unlike button. If you do click the unlike button, though, please do me a favor and leave a comment so that I know what I did wrong, or at least what you think I did wrong, and so that I know what to work on in the future. And again, if you did like the video and you learned something from it and you want to see future content from me, please go ahead and click that subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell icon so that you get notified when I upload something new. And until the next video, guys, I will talk to you soon.